right, welcome to another episode of Building Wealth with Real Estate. I'm Cameron Ripley. I am the host, so I'm also the broker owner of Vision Forward Realty, DRE license number 02210-348, and the broker owner of Purpose Home Loans NMLS 250-4166. So today we're really going to be doing a deep dive, so to speak, into a few different properties. Starting with if you're brand new. And so a lot of these episodes, I like to talk as if someone's a brand new investor all the way up to a seasoned investor. So sometimes I like to talk about what would I do if I was in this situation. But obviously, a lot of you listening to this are living different situations or are in different scenarios. Some of you are high income earners and maybe looking for a big tax break. Some of you are first time home buyers looking for a way to really build wealth with real estate and generational wealth because you've never had that before. Whatever spectrum you might be on, so to speak, we're going to kind of dive in and really go over each episode, how to scale up in your investment portfolio, how to build wealth with each property and move on to the next property, and what you should be looking for, what should you not be looking for, how to get a good deal. I have found that when I listen to a lot of podcasts on investing in real estate, not to knock anyone else's podcast, I just always felt like I wasn't getting a lot of specifics on how to do things, what to do things, what are the loan stuff, what should I look for? It was very generic principles, which is always great as well. So in this podcast and in this YouTube video, whatever it is and whatever platform you're watching this on, we're going to really dive into a lot of the details. So for this episode, we're going to talk as if you're a brand new buyer or investor or just looking for a good opportunity. So we're going to talk about a real listing that's on the market today. I like this one a lot because I think that there's a lot of potential with this and a lot of room for you to build wealth and then scale up to something better. But it's a good starting point for a lot of people. So the address is 362 Moore Avenue, Yuba City. This property is listed at $379,000. It's listed by, and I apologize if I mess up your name, but Martin Mahmoudi. Martin Mahmoudi with Blackbird Realty. This is a 3-bed, 2-bath empty house with a second house that's a 1-bed, 1-bath being rented out for $1,000 a month. The thing that I like about this is at that price range, $379, it really opens a door for those of you who maybe you have no money at all. You need some down payment assistance. You can get down payment assistance up to 2 units with most down payment assistance providers. Also, if you're a veteran and you're going to occupy both of these, you have to occupy the property with down payment assistance, or if you're using a VA loan, but you can use a VA loan, 100% financing, occupy one side, rent out the other. What's nice is for a lot of people, with interest rates being as high as they are, that extra $1,000 a month that you can count towards your income and use that current renter, their payment towards your income, is just going to give you a little bit more ledge up. So if you're maybe not the highest income earner, but you're looking for a way to start to build wealth and you don't want to have to go get this huge paying job or wait, or you're young in the work industry, whatever it might be, that extra $1,000 a month from that renter is going to go a long way in your qualification and in your buying power. So what I would do is if, I'm a veteran, so I would go in and use my VA loan. If I wasn't a veteran, I would either do down payment assistance and try to keep the money in my pocket so that I could go and then invest in the property. But if I can't handle that monthly payment, because, most down payment assistance programs come at a slightly higher interest rate or a significantly higher interest rate, I would save up enough for at least a 3% down payment if I'm a first-time home buyer. And so that's $11,370. If I was a first-time investor, right? So I just want to buy this property as an investment property. Depending on the lender you go with, most are going to require 20% down if it's just an investment property. There are sometimes that will offer, there's peculiar lenders, will allow you to do 10% down. But for the sake of these videos, I'm just going to say 20% down. So there's a lot of people out there who own their own house. They've got a lot of equity. Maybe you want to just do a second mortgage for your first investment property, or maybe you've saved a lot and you need a big tax break. And so you need to take a full depreciation on the asset you purchase, right? So for those of you who are first-time investors, this is a great tax strategy. 20% down is $75,800. buy the property, rent out the 3-bed, 2-bath, approximately for $2,000 a month. I always like to look at the Zillow estimates on the rental because they're pretty accurate. But I also like to go and dive into as if I were a renter and I was looking in that area, what would I be looking for? Now, my goal would try to be to keep as much money in my pocket as possible, renovate this place, make it look nice. I promise you, there are tenants out there who have a good job, are respectful of your property because they can tell that you care about the property. That's why you made the renovations, hint, hint. And they are going to be respectful of it and take care of it. Just make sure you pre-screen your tenants. I swear every time, for me personally, every time I've heard these horror stories with tenants, it always comes down to they didn't pre-screen them, they didn't monitor that they still had renter's insurance, or even check to see if they got renter's insurance. They didn't do a verification of employment, credit check. Just pre-screen your tenants, but provide a respectful, good place for them to live because there's people that just want that. And you're going to get more money for the property. So what I would then do is I would just keep increasing the rent 3% every year, make sure that I'm adding value to the property. And from there, I can do a 1031 exchange and scale up because I probably am going to take that 20% down or whatever it might be. I'm going to add so much value to the property. Also, add value by increasing the rent. So if there's another investor who wants to come in, maybe they can use a DSCR loan, so a debt service coverage ratio, because my rents are so high that they don't even have to use their own income to qualify. They just have to have the down payment, right? But now I can sell it at so much higher of a price that it's just going to allow me to scale up and buy something so much bigger that cash flows a lot more. So in the next episode, we're going to dive into another one. So stay tuned or click the link for the next episode. Thank you.